In a bold move that echoes labor disputes, a group of San Francisco tenants has initiated a rent strike to protest against what they consider unjust living conditions and exorbitant rental prices. This development sparks crucial discussions about the viability of union style approaches to housing issues, especially in a city notorious for its sky high cost of living. The tenants, forming an improvised collective, have decided to withhold rent after negotiations with their respective landlords stalled or were met with indifference. Many have reported issues such as inadequate maintenance, unaddressed health and safety concerns, and rent that far exceeds what is considered affordable relative to their incomes. This is not an isolated event, but rather a sign of escalating tensions in metropolitan housing markets like San Francisco's. The city, which has been at the pinnacle of conversation about the housing crisis, sees an average rent that dwarfs that of most other cities in the United States. Even before the pandemic, residents have been burdened by escalating rental prices, but the economic toll brought about by COVID-19 has exacerbated the situation, making it a poignant time for such a strike. The tenant strategy draws heavily from union tactics, specifically the concept of collective bargaining. In the workplace, unions negotiate on behalf of their members to secure better wages, benefits, and working conditions. By banding together, the tenants hope to amplify their voice and leverage power in numbers to demand attention to their grievances. Another aspect that has been borrowed from labor disputes is the sense of solidarity and mutual support among the striking renters. As with union picket lines, the success of a rent strike often hinges on the unity of participants to resist pressure from landlords while they endure the potential threat of eviction. The relevance of this event is underscored by the broader implications it holds for tenant-landlord relationships across the globe. Many are watching closely, as this rent strike may set a precedent for tenant rights and offer a blueprint for how similar groups can effectively organize and challenge the status quo. Moreover, the situation in San Francisco serves as a spotlight on the ever-increasing chasm between housing costs and the average income. This disparity is not just a local issue. It's a matter of national concern as more people find themselves priced out of stable housing. With urban migration, rising property values, and uneven economic growth, the elements precipitating the strike in San Francisco are present in many cities worldwide. Indeed, the current situation raises significant questions. Can the labor union model be effectively adapted to address the power imbalance between tenants and landlords? What does this mean for the future of housing advocacy? And most importantly, how will this affect the broader conversation on housing as a right versus housing as a commodity? As this rent strike unfolds, it will likely influence public policy, landlord practices, and the strategies of tenant groups elsewhere. Regardless of the outcome, the willingness of these San Francisco residents to adopt and adapt labor tactics to address their housing issues marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing dialogue about affordable housing and tenant rights.